I've heard them talk about Cuban cigars, but I have never heard about Dominican cigars.
Well, Cuba cigars are more bolder. It just depends on what you really like. You have different tastes, different textures to the tobacco, different leaves, and so forth. And as you combine them, between your binder and your fillers, it just has a different combination. But there are some bold Dominican cigars as well. You've got your Nicaraguans and Honduras. It just depends on what your palate prefers.
I'm very intrigued by the cigar community.
Okay.
It's a different community.
Right.
I've smoked cigars, but I can't smoke the harsh stuff.
Yeah.
I'll smoke the real mild stuff, and I can't even handle that.
Right.
Is my palate any different than anybody else's?
Everybody's palate is a little different. Like you said, you can't handle the more robust ones, but you have some people that's all that they want are the robust ones. You have some that been smoking for years. They like the mild. It just is what it is. I mean, it's just what you're comfortable with.
And it's time to push black businesses, invest in black businesses, support black businesses. What are your thoughts around that?
Well, definitely, especially in the market that I'm in. The vodka started from my wife, which is Pamela Myles. She's the founder and CEO of Myles Select Vodka. At the time that we started in 2015, there was only 2 other black females that had a spirit brand, and she was the third one.
Is that in the country or?
That was in the United States. That is correct. And at this point now in 2023, I mean, there are so many awesome brands that are out there now. It's women-owned, minority-owned. It's a robust and a thriving industry, and we need support of our community in order to excel. Because you look in the spirit industry, I mean, most of your big boys had 100, 200-year head start. So I assure you, for every brand that is one of our older brands, there's a minority or a black-owned equivalent that is probably better than that.
We generally outperform.
Yeah.
And all we have to do is give each other a chance.
That's all there.
And as long as we can do good business with each other,
right,
we will excel.
I had started seeing some of the other spirit brands, the older spirit brands, were coming out with dipped cigars. They would dip the tips and so forth. And
now, what's the purpose of that? I know I'm a novice.
I can't really say why they just dipped it. Ours is fully infused, and there's a process to where it's frozen and locked it in through the whole cigar. So your first light will be the same experience as your last puff. My manufacturer is the same manufacturer with some of the other big boys, but I'm still viewed differently in the public. Everything is questioned to a minority-owned brand.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's a condition sometimes. I think a lot of times we don't think that black-owned brands should be the standard. That we can't be what's the most excellent out there. I was looking at a report. There was like 42 cigar brands, black-owned cigar brands. And you can't really find a lot of us because we don't get a lot of the opportunities on a national level.
You're the hardest working couple that I've seen, man. You guys are traveling. You're pushing your product, man, into stores, into smoke shops, everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, our goal is to be in every state and everywhere that liquor and tobacco is sold. And, a lot of people, we have friends that live in other states, and so they're like, come here, but they don't realize the back end that it takes to move there. You got to find a distributor that believes in the product or willing to give you an opportunity, because you can't just go and just sell to a store. You have to have a distributor. You got to look at where you get your bottles from, your labels, who's applying the labels. There's so much, every aspect of that bottle, you have to break it down into individual components. So you try to find the entity that provides you the quality that you need at the lowest price. I think we have maybe 7 vendors just to get the bottle out on the market.
Are all vodkas the same?
No. When Pam and I it took us 9 months to develop our recipe.
You actually developed the recipe?
You have to know if you want to start from corn, if you want to do potato base, even grapes. And there's a lot of different, ways of developing your particular vodka brand. Then how many times do you want it distilled? How many times do you want it filtered? Do you want to add flavor to it? There's a whole lot of different nuances.
Well, I have tasted yours. It does taste a little bit different. It tastes a lot cleaner
That's great.
than a regular vodka. How did you make that distinction in taste and quality?
Well, Pam was the primary focal point on it. She drank, the vodka was her spirit of choice. And I've never been a mixed cocktail guy. I like straight even when I was drinking brown. And I wanted that same concept, and so did she in developing it. So, we knew we wanted it to be from corn because corn is the cleanest vodka that you can drink. So we knew where our starting point was. And through our communication with the distiller that we had at that time, we were talking with him, telling him, hey, we want this. We want it to be as natural as possible. No additives, no artificial flavoring, none of that stuff. And then we wanted something that was clean to the smell, clean to the taste. You could drink it neat, because most vodka connoisseurs, that's exactly how they want it. They want it neat. They don't want to have to add your juices in it, because that's really what gives you that lethargic feeling and that headache, because you got all those sugars. Yeah. So our tagline is just chill.
What I love about your marketing is elegant. It's sophisticated.
All of our brands are personalized. Myles Select is our last name. The actual crest that's on there, I designed that. It's actually a family crest. With the family crest has different colors, but we changed it to the blue, white, and the silver differently. Jerome Renee. Jerome is my middle name. Renee is Pam's middle name. You've got the centurions on the side of the cup. That stands for Sagittarius. Pam and I both are Sagittarius.
Wow.
So it's just a small breakout of everything, and we feel as though when you put your name on something, it takes on a different energy.
So you and your wife you guys are in business with one another.
Yeah.
You got these tremendous brands that you've established. What happens when you guys have miscommunication between both of you? You're not speaking for days. How does that get in the way of doing business with each other?
I think it's like any other marriage. I mean, you have your good days, you have your awesome days, you have your challenge days. But your goal is you have to have a commitment that this is what I want in my life. This is, and you do what it takes to make it successful. We both came with years of experience in corporate America. And we know you don't get along with every employee you have, but when you in a meeting, you still have to, let the business be the business.
And what can the community do to help ensure that you guys are available in the local outlets?
Just give us an opportunity. I mean, we are a top shelf brand. It is an excellent brand. We control our price point. So we can come in with a total package. And I think the business community, for the most part, has embraced us. You have challenges just like you do anything else. We love doing pop-ups. We love doing the cutting lights in the lounges. We like meeting the people, telling the story, and so forth. So, it's not work to us. It's something that we enjoy doing.
Where else are you doing business?
We have the demand for it in a lot of states because, like I said, we travel. We have family and friends that are all over who desire us to be in those locations, but, it takes some time and a process to get done.
You have to be a supply chain expert, man, dealing with all those different categories as it, relates to just selling a bottle of vodka.
Right. And that experience, to be honest with you, is why we make a great distributor for other brands. So it's a lot of things that come in contact with that Red Oaks Distribution can provide expertise to a lot of brands. Red Oaks Distribution is ready to expand its portfolio. If you are a brand that wants to move into the Georgia market, feel free to give us a call. We're on all social media platforms. You can go to Red Oaks Distribution, GA, that's short for Georgia.net. Myles Select Vodka is constantly expanding as well. It is a premium vodka. If your location is looking for a premium vodka, give us a call. Look on our social media as well. We're very active. We have some events. We're very into giving back to the community. You can go to mileselectvodka.com. And Jerome Renee Cigars. We're expanding that as well. It's a premium Dominican cigar. It's infused with our vodka. but the vodka is more of an enhancement to your overall cigar experience. And all that we ask is that you just give us an opportunity to earn your business, because if we give you a shot, you'll give us a shot.